Bump and Jump, known in Japan as Burnin' Rubber, is a 1982 arcade game created by Data East. The game was released as both a dedicated arcade board and as part of the Deco cassette system. In Bump and Jump, the goal is to drive from the beginning of a level to the end while bumping enemy vehicles into obstacles and jumping over various larger obstacles such as bodies of water. The enemy vehicles are also separated into cars and trucks. Cars can be bumped into obstacles or jumped upon and destroyed, while trucks cannot be bumped. They can only be jumped upon. If you're unlucky, trucks will sometimes drop obstacles that will destroy the player, or if lucky, they'll drop an extra life. At the end of each level, players receive bonus points for the number of enemy vehicles crashed. Going from one level to another is characterized by a change of seasons. Bump and Jump is fairly basic, but a fun game for what it is. Being one of the last ports of Bump and Jump and going under the name of Bunny Hopper in Japan, this Famicom port added a level of complexity to the game, which requires players to pick up cans of petrol that are interspersed throughout each course. Why bother collecting these? Well, in this version, the faster you drive, the more fuel you'll use. Run out of fuel and you ain't going nowhere. This Intellivision port plays really well, but it is an odd beast. For some reason, cars seem to change colour, even shape, while driving down the road. At other times, the vehicles are so odd in design, it's impossible to describe what they are. Your own car also looks like some mutant when it jumps. Still, what matters is that the game plays well, and that's just what the Intellivision port offers. Good playability. Looking much nicer than the Intellivision port, this Coleco port also offers music while playing, and various skill settings. But not all is good with this port. The scrolling could be smoother, and there's a noticeable delay from pressing the jump button until your car jumps. This renders many of the jumps way too tricky, because by the time the car has jumped, you're already in the water. This is as basic as we can get, as you'd expect with the Atari 2600. What can I say? It's a pretty bare bones port of Bump and Jump. Good enough. Easily the biggest disappointment out of all the ports. The C64 is known for silky smooth scrolling, yet this game is not smooth. It also has an annoying rendition of a classical piece by Johann Sebastian Bach, playing through the entire game. Add in the fact that there's no warning for jumps, and we have a pretty crappy port. And let's take a look at all those versions of Bump and Jump running side by side.